Hey everyone, it's Gypsy Wolf. Welcome back. I know it's been a hot minute since I've been around. So I just wanted to give you a quick tour of the beginning of my garden. I'm doing quite a bit this year and there's a lot to do. So this is very haphazard looking right now, but you know, pretty much every plant here has a purpose, and you know, I just really enjoy growing my own herbs and things that I use and for medicinal purposes, magical purposes, things like that. So as you can see here, all of that, look at that, it's huge. That's oregano, and my mother tried pulling it up. Well, it came back like I wanted. Ha 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 ha. I always get what I want. Then we have this rosemary plant right here. I'm gonna get another one because I use rosemary non-stop. This huge lavender plant. And as you can see, let me try and show you here. Do you see how on these stems, they're like a silvery color, and then as you come up, it turns into a bright green? That's how you know they're about to come into bloom. These bright green shoots will give you your buds. So, but even the leaves smell beautiful. And I just, you know, I really love coming out in my garden and grabbing what feels right to me for whatever I need to do at the time. This was just picked up today. My mom got it. It's purple verbena, which is great for love magic. Her itty bitty basil plant. I'm not sure what type of basil this one is, but I want to get a large one that I know for a fact is holy basil, also called Tulsi, because it has so many medicinal purposes. I believe those are called impatiens, not mine. Again, not mine. She doesn't put anything away or plant it. She has some pansies that are her favorite. More pansies. More impatiens. None of that shit's mine. So, this is actually my patchouli plant. Patchouli is very hard to grow. I had to move this pot around during the summer to keep it happy. It likes sun, but not too much. It likes it hot, but not too hot. It's a bit difficult to grow. So I was shocked to see these little stems coming up. So looks like it's gonna come back. And then I actually have two thyme plants, and I can't remember why. There's the smaller one, and then I have a larger one over here where you can see the clusters of flowers, which the flowers have medicinal purposes as well. Oregano and thyme are wonderful to use together to fight off colds, flus. They're both an expectorant, which means it helps loosen mucus in your chest, your lungs, all that. So making a tea out of those two will help with all that. This, I don't know what's happening here. This was my lemongrass, which did great for 2 years. Now these look like weeds, so we'll find out. I'm gonna give it a little more time and then decide. These are my chives, which are, you know, delicious with potatoes, but they're also good in magic too. Then I have a lemon balm, and I'll show you in a moment. I bought another lemon balm because I love using it for tea with chamomile. It's very calming and soothing to the system. It helps with stomach upset. things like that. I'm not going to go all into it. This is just a quick video. Then, excuse me, my flat leaf parsley, just kind of acting all weird. I have a lot to clean up here, guys. My garden sage. Now look at this beauty. This is my rue plant. I planted this last year and it was probably that big, and it's now this big. It's crazy how much it's grown. So tonight I am taking it out of this raised planter because it's taking over. The roots are going to take over and take all the nutrients from the sage, and I don't want that, so I'm going to put it in its own pot. So let me quickly show you the few new herbs, flowers, whatever, that I purchased. And I still have a lot more to go, and I am going to try. As you can see here, we have a bird bath. And actually, real quick, I'll show you. Right there, I know it doesn't look like much, but those are actually wildflowers. But I need to block this all off because the lawn guy is cutting everything and it's driving me crazy. I don't want him to ruin these, so I have to at least find some rocks or whatever. So this is not bloomed yet, but this is my hyssop plant. I've grown hyssop before. It gets really tall, beautiful purple cones that smell like licorice. It's a very sweet aroma, very pleasant. Bees and butterflies love it. And it's one of the most common ingredients in any type of, domination, oils and powders and whatnot. Then yarrow, I have this yellow yarrow. Right now I also have white yarrow seeds about to sprout in one of my indoor gardening things that has the fancy light and all that. Yarrow has so many medicinal purposes, I can't even begin. I can't even. But wonderful for skin. And then also, say you're out in the garden and you get a cut, or you're cooking and you get a cut, but you're near your backyard. You can take one of these yarrow leaves and crush it up, or you can chew it up to make a spit poultice, and then you place that on the cut and it will stop the bleeding. So this is very commonly used by soldiers in, I believe it was World War I, maybe Civil War. I can't exactly remember, but one of those. And this guy is I've never grown valerian before, but this one is red valerian. Another really great sedative to drink, to help calm the nerves, help you sleep. And then here's another lemon balm. So I don't know how the valerian is going to taste. So I'm definitely going to use my lemon balm, my chamomile. I'm growing a chamomile from seed, again in my indoor gardening area. And then I have a small, very small. These take a while to germinate. Chamomile. I planted that last year, and it's growing, but I think it's one of those plants, and you learn as you go. I believe it's one of those plants that takes at least 2 years to flower. So let me show you the pretty stuff, although sadly we're kind of in the middle of blooming. We had a ton of it a couple of weeks ago, and now you know, they've died off, and I'm awaiting the other few things to bloom. So I don't even know what half of these are, to be completely honest with you. I'm not great with ornamental flower identification. Never have been, never will be. This is another lavender plant. One is English lavender, and I forget what the other one is. But they do have very different scents. Both smell beautiful, but the buds on this one are much shorter and lighter in color than the other one, the large one I showed you in my other garden. These are lilacs, but they did not bloom this year, sadly. And that makes me sad because I love lilacs. Oh, I love this. That's my neighbor's. And I have this huge holly tree, which blue jays love holly trees for whatever reason. I had a very large holly tree in my yard with my last property, and they always love to go in there, and they do the same here. So holly is really good for protection magic and warding off and kind of stinging your enemy, so to speak. These are hydrangeas. We have all different colors, which you will see once they come into bloom. And it's such a shame that I couldn't show you the bleeding hearts when they were in bloom. They were extraordinary this year. I love bleeding hearts. And I kept picking them and making itty-bitty bouquets out of them, along with lily of the valley. And I would put it in the center of the dining room or kitchen table. Sundial, bushes. There's our old-ass garage. So all of these here, with the large flat leaves, are lilies of the valley. The ones with like heart shapes, that's violet. And then the ones with these long stalks are orange lilies. I really want to get some white lilies this year, or pink, but white lilies are my favorite. This is a huge hydrangea plant. And then I'm not sure what type of tree this is. I'm really not. But that is my yard so far. So I have a lot to do, guys. I have a lot to do to make it look the way I want and get all the herbs that I would like. And yeah, I'm excited though. I'm having a good time, even on days when I don't feel well and I can't do. Oh, sorry for the noise in the background. The AC kicked on. I don't know why. It's not hot out. It's perfect. Whatever. You know, I just love being able to come out here and just take a quick look, see what has sprouted, what hasn't, see if anything is different, see if something needs like a little bit of watering and love. Putting eggshells on it really helps with the soil, so I'll do that sometimes. And my mother makes a mess, so I kind of have to clean up so it doesn't look like complete crap. Oh, and you know what? One more. This is peppermint. And this guy, all the way over here, is spearmint. I don't know what this crap is. Again, my mom. So I have lots and lots of mint, which I love. Alright, so that's my yard, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to be doing videos on lots of oils and powders coming up. This time of year, I get very creative with all that, and I like to reformulate and start anew and make new batches. Even if I don't need it, I still like playing around, and I just feel inspired by all the nature that is around me. So I urge you to do the same. Look at what you have in your garden. And, you know, if you don't have anything or you can't garden, just have some pots, whatever, and plant just a couple of things that are A, magical, B, medicinal, and C, that you can cook with. If you do that, you're never going to have too much. You know what I mean? So you'll have all those beautiful uses for it, and as you learn medicinal qualities and how to use these herbs in food, it will spark ideas on how to use it magically as well. Okay, I know this was a long video, but I just come back and I'm rambling, but I'm just so glad to be back, guys, and I hope you're all doing wonderful, and I can't wait to show you everything that I have planned. Please leave a comment down below on what your favorite plants are to grow. And, you know, if you have any requests to see something, please let me know. Alright, as always, guys, blessed be.